All right, y'all, this is going to be a trading strategy video, and I want to talk about finding good scalp trade setups when Bitcoin or any asset really is trading sideways. Now, for the past 2 days, Bitcoin specifically has been trading sideways in this little range, what looks to be somewhat of a bull flag, right? We had a very big move to the upside, and now we're consolidating, trading sideways. This is an area where a lot of people would stay out of the markets. They would say, you'll get sliced up trying to trade in this little area of consolidation. But if we zoom in, maybe down to the 6-minute time frame, and we just kind of look at this on a more zoomed out look on the 6-minute time frame, we can see that we actually do have quite a lot of opportunity here to make trades. And I want to talk about the strategy I used to short up here, and I shorted that down to this low right here of about almost 2.5%, which for a scalp trade is very good. And then I was able to grab a long from right down here, and I'm currently still in the long. This short got stopped out in profit, but I'm still in this long from here, and that long was, up about almost 4%. And now currently again, I took a short from up here. Now, what I want to walk through in today's video is how we're going to find these trade setups, because in hindsight it seems pretty obvious. Oh yeah, just long the lowest point. But how do we know that's the lowest point? How do we know where to look for a trade? And it basically comes down to three things. Now, just so you guys know, I'm not messing around. These are the trade setups. So this is the first short that I took. My entry was 48,361. We can see 48,361 was right about here. And I shorted that down to right about here, where I took profits on my short and entered a long trade. That long trade, you can see my entry was 47,400. 47,400 was right about here. Okay, so I got into a long position right here. And then my current short from up here, my entry is 49,085. So 49,085 is right about here. And you can see I'm short from there. And the short is currently right now, more than 58% in profit. Yes, I'm using leverage, in case somebody's wondering how I'm able to get such a big profit and loss from these small moves. Okay, so how was I able to find these trade setups? The first thing that you need to do when you're scalping in sideways action like this is you need to know technical analysis. You need to be able to do your technical analysis. Now, the first short that I took, we can see here in my VIP Discord, the last thing I posted on Friday was that I was in a scalp short, but I was looking to take another scalp short if we get a bearish divergence as we come into the 0.65 fib level / daily level. Okay, and I had drawn a circle on the chart right where I wanted to short from. Now, this was not a random level on a chart. We can see that this was a Fibonacci golden pocket 0.65 level, and it was a daily level right here at 48,340. And I wanted to see bearish divergences on the chart. So step number one is you need to do your technical analysis. I apologize, guys. You need to do your technical analysis. That is step number one. Step number two is after you've done your analysis and you find areas of interest, then you need to be able to look at Market Cipher and see if you have confirmations. Now, if we're trading in sideways markets, what are the confirmations going to be? They are always going to be, for me, okay, this is not financial advice, by the way. This is always going to be, for me, what is called a divergence. Okay, so this was the daily level. This white level right here was the daily level, okay? And as we came up to the daily level, we did print a bearish divergence on Market Cipher B. We can see we put in a higher high as momentum put in a lower high. This is called a bearish divergence. And not only that, but if we go farther back in time, we can see that the bearish divergences are actually forming the entire way up, right? From this point all the way to here, we can see that not only is momentum coming down from way back here, but also money flow is coming down. We can put a trend line here and see money flow coming down as the price is coming up. So step number 1 is finding your level. And step number 2 is looking at market cipher. And we're not just looking at market cipher in the immediate short term. Like, yes, we see a bearish divergence right in this area here, but we're looking at across a longer term as well to see, okay, I can see the bearish divergence is building, coming all the way back to here. In fact, the bearish divergences really are forming from this high that we put in here. And we can see that from this point all the way to the short, right, we were putting in the bearish divergence from that entire time all the way to here. Okay, so we're looking for the divergences forming. We're looking for divergences within divergences. Now, people are going to ask, Jay, how do you know which divergences to take seriously? Well, you can take them all seriously. It depends on how long you expect to be in a trade, and it also depends on how key of a level you have on your chart. So, for example, right here, this was actually the 618 level, and we can see that the 618 level did give us a bearish divergence as well, right? And we did get a rejection from that level, so I would take that seriously. But then if we get a divergence on a not level, for example, right here, this is a not level. There's no level here on the chart, and so even though we got the bearish divergence to that point, I would not have taken that short. I would not have taken this short, I would not have taken that short, this short, or that short, because there's not a level on the chart. So we have to make sure that we're doing our levels first, and then we're only taking shorts when we get to our level. Now, this was a 618, right? This was the daily level, and look at how well the level was respected, right? I posted this a few hours later, boom, whoops, getting trade alerts up the wazoo right now. The very next thing we see is us rejecting off of that daily level, okay? So the next day I come to the charts, and now I am zoomed in on this little range, okay? And how did I enter the long trade that I took? This long trade right here from this low that we put in right about here. How did I get into this long? Well, we can see that I sliced up the price action in as many ways as I possibly could, looking for areas where I would potentially look to enter a long trade. And these were the 2 long trade setups that I gave in the VIP Discord. Now, by the way, guys, if you want to get into the VIP Discord, you can do that by going to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, guys, if you do not know technical analysis and you want to learn how to find these levels, how to find daily levels, how to find value area lows with golden pocket confluence, how to find point of controls, how to identify patterns and stuff like that, how to mark these levels on a chart, check out jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a more confident, more profitable trader. And this course, actually, you can check out the testimonials here, but really what we do is we walk you through step by step a systematic, methodical approach to trading that shows you how to find the best trade setups, how to have a strategy that works, how to use risk management so that you're locking in your profits, making sure winning trades don't turn into losing trades, making sure that even if you do take losing trades, you're not going to blow your account because you're risking the appropriate amount of money, how to use leverage, how to use stop losses, all that stuff. Check it out. There's currently a 30% discount for a very limited time in the description of this video. I mentioned it in last night's live stream, but we're going to be revamping the course. We're going to be doing the course live, once again, live streaming it 3 times a week with live questions and answers, with access to a whole bunch of cool resources. So for right now, the discount is going on, and then we're going to do that away and kind of revamp this whole thing. So check out the discount in the description if you're interested. But we can see here that we, in fact, do see on this chart that I marked out in the VIP Discord that right here we had confluence. We had the Fibonacci 618 level coming in very nicely with the value area low. Now, I was looking at this area for a potential chickens drinking water setup where we would come down and come below this previous wick and drop down into the golden pocket and then get a move to the upside, right? That's what I was looking for. And so I was looking for that to happen with bullish divergences, right? We have an untapped golden pocket with confluence at the value area low. If we happen to make our way down there, I'll be looking for bullish divergences for a juicy scalp long that could potentially turn into a swing long. Okay, now I'm currently still in that long. It started as a scalp, and it's a very nice long trade right now. I've taken profits out already, still have a portion of the position open. But if we come to the chart here, we can see that as we came down to that Fibonacci golden pocket area, we'll just redraw it again here. We also had the value area low right here. If we come down to a very low time frame, like the 3-minute, we can see that we in fact did have a slight bullish divergence as we lost that level right here. Slight bullish divergence right there. Also on the 1-minute time frame, we did have some very slight divergences coming in as we were coming down to this level, okay? Now this was a little bit unclear to see. I have to be honest with you guys. It was a little bit unclear. My confirmations were unclear. In fact, I was live when I entered the short, and if you were there on the live stream, you know I was like, I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one. But I still got the confirmations. We still came down to the level. I had my plan, and because I'm using good risk management, only risking 1% of my trading account, I decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take the long and hold it. So that's how I got into the long. And let me see here. Just checking on my trades here because I did just hit. Actually, I just missed hitting a take profit on the short. So we'll have to see what happens. Now, the short, this is actually very interesting, guys. This is good that this is happening right now. Look what happened. We got a bullish divergence on the 3-minute time frame right now. Literally, as I'm doing this video, we got a bullish divergence on the 3-minute time frame where price is coming lower, momentum is coming higher, and now we're getting like a little pump from here. And this could very well be, very well could be something that's going to give us a pump up and give us a higher high right now, especially once this 3-minute thing starts to confirm. So let's quickly talk about how I got into this short scalp right up here, which, you know, I did take profits out of. It's a very nice short scalp. Even though we're dealing with small price movements, you can still make a lot of money, especially if you lock in profits, especially if you limit into the trade, limit order out of the trade, move the stop loss just above or below your entry so that even that market order isn't going to set you back. You can make money doing this if you're taking, 50% of the position out of the trade. Okay, so how did we find this last trade? Well, earlier this morning, again, we were looking at potential levels, and one of the levels I was looking at were the wicks around 48,800, where we could get a really nice fake out and then get a swing failure pattern if we saw bearish divergences on the 4-hour time frame and down. These were the wicks I was looking at right here. And so what happened was, we did, in fact, if we go to a higher time frame like the 4-hour, we came above these wicks right here. And as we came above the wicks, look at what we're getting on the 4-hour time frame. Bearish divergence where the price is coming up, massive high, lower momentum wave, and we can see those divergences forming on the 2-hour. We can even see them forming on the 1-hour. We can even see them forming on the 24-minute over time. We can see these bearish divergences forming as we're coming up to that level, and it's not a random level. It is a very important level on the chart. Well, it's multiple levels. It was a, well, first of all, we're looking to take out these wicks, and second of all, this exact level up here is, if we turn on our technical analysis, let me see here. I don't know if I have the folder on my chart right now. Well, I do on this local term, right? We see this is a chickens drinking water wick potential right there. And also, if we turn on, here we go. Nope, that's not it either. Well, never mind, guys. It's also the value. It's also a value area high, of this range that we've been trading in this general area from this dump. Okay, and so there was multiple confluence there, and as we came up to that area, we were getting the bearish divergences just like we wanted to see, and that's how I was able to enter the scalp. So to sum up everything, y'all, the way we're going to trade these sideways markets is, number one, we need to have our levels marked out. That's the first thing we need to do. And then number two, we need to have a plan, and we need to tell ourselves, if we get to a certain level, right? For example, if we get to this level and I see my confirmations, I will enter the trade. Otherwise, how are you going to know when to look to enter a trade, right? These are sideways markets. You can get chopped up, right? You could get chopped up very easily unless you have a very good entry with very clear confirmations. So step one, do your TA. Step two, have a plan. Step three, execute the plan. Step four would be, honestly, make sure you're using good risk management so that if you take a loss, it's not going to set you back. And then step five would be, make sure that you take profit when you're in profit, right? If you are in a trade, if you are in a short scalp like this thing, right? Look at this short scalp I'm in, right? This might be the pump that takes us up to 100K. I don't know. But I already took profit out of the trade. 50% of the position is out of the trade already. My stop loss is just below my entry, so that if I get stopped out, I will still end the trade with more money in my account than I started. So all in all, I had these 3 scalp trades that I took in the past few days that are all adding up to get me a pretty nice profit. And of course, in the meantime, guys, I still have my massive swing long trades open that are just in massive, massive profits. So that's it for this video. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, y'all. And yeah. I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to end. I don't know how to end. I don't know how to leave you guys. I just love juicy price action. And I love all of you. Peace. Oh, and may God bless all of you. Peace.